Hi guys, this is the tutorial for installing the Burning Barn mod that we're releasing. This is for either the Premium or your Pro, or of course the LE. What I've done so far, I've kind of prepped the Playfield, and I'll tell you how to do that and kind of show you what you're going to get in your kit. Alright, so we went ahead, and on the Premium you're going to have to remove a screw here, here, and you'll notice that after that the ramp will kind of lift up and out of the way. You're going to need to do that in order to access this screw right here. Basically this screw is where your base is going to be located, and when you get your base out it's going to look like this. It's going to have an extra hole there which we don't use, there's just in prototyping, or some extra holes there which we didn't use either because those were for prototyping. You'll notice that these are very flexible. If it comes out of the box like this, normal. Get it out of the box like this, normal. It all depends on how we had to pack the box. Eventually, it's going to look just like this. This is going to face the player. This is going to protect the side of the barn. Your attaching hole is going to be right here, and I'll show you how that goes on. I'm going to have to adjust the camera as we go. So right now we've got the ramp off to the side. We've got our platform. I'm going to use a platform that's already bent. Basically you take it, the flat side is on the cabinet side, bent side out. You wrap it around your ramp, slide it back to where it belongs, and you'll just basically push this side in to where it matches up with your hole over here. Now I've gone ahead and removed this screw here to make it easier for install. The only tool you'll need for install is a Phillips head screwdriver. So we just take the Phillips head screwdriver. After we match up our holes, this is probably the trickiest part. It's really not that bad. Basically you put your screw through that first hole on the outer bracket. I'm going to get you a close-up of this once it's in. You put it through that hole and through the outer hole of your lower bracket, which makes your bracket back into basically a square, and goes into the stock position. Now with the ramp off to the side, you basically just take your screwdriver and kind of make sure your plastic's lined up, make sure your screws lined up, and you screw it in like so. It's the same location for both the Premium, LE, and Pro. And then you kind of square it up, because like I said, you bent this out, you might have to push it down, you might have to push it in. That's good enough right there, okay? Now your platform is nice and secure. So I'm going to get the camera up a little closer to where you can see where I actually mounted that, and we'll go back to the rest of the install. All right, we're coming up on it. This is how it's going to look on your ramp. And this is with the ramp off to the side. This is your mounting hole. See if I can a little better for you. You'll notice you have a screw here which is way too far forward. This is the screw that we use for the platform. This way you don't have any ball traps, nothing like that. It's right above where your ball drain is, right here, and you'll be good to go. So what we're going to do now is just set this back in place to where you'll see goes back kind of over and under. Oops, we have to clear that first. Okay. Now the ramp's back in place. You look down your line of sight. That's how it's going to sit. Just like that. Again, this is for protecting that front of the barn. So we're going to go back to our other angle and finish this up. Okay, so we're back to our other angle. There's one more screw you'll have to remove, which is this screw right here. This is going to allow this plastic to move up and down. You'll notice that the barn, once it's in place, it needs to have the wire feeds off the back of it go down underneath the playfield. Now on your barn you'll notice that just one side has Velcro. That's designed that way. That's the only place you should have to attach it anywhere, and it'll hold it in place. So basically just remove this, which is going to expose the adhesive for your Velcro. Place the barn facing forward up against this piece here that's going to protect those gates, and then your Velcro is going to hold it in place. Now the barn, the platform isn't exactly square. Your mounting base isn't exactly in the center. So the reason why I put the Velcro back there is because it kind of leans down just a little bit. That'll bump it up, make it flush. Okay? So that's why it's the way it is. So leave it the way it is. Don't need to add anything to it. It's going to be held there perfectly in place. Okay? Now your wire, you're basically just trying to get your wire underneath the playfield. So what I'm going to do is feed it underneath this back piece here. And it comes with positive and negative attachments, which go to either your GI string underneath the playfield, or on the Pro you can attach this directly to your socket for the insert. So whenever the barn insert is blinking, the light will be, this will be blinking. Whenever it's on solid, it'll be on solid. It's off, it's off. That's how the Pro works. The LE and the Premium, you can attach it to your GI string. Any GI bulb will work. And there's also going to be on my website additional way to hook up for the LE and the Premium if you want to do some soldering. So it'll be on the YouTube channel. Channel's Hooked 1989, and I'll show you how to do that. If you're not electrically inclined, if you don't want to mess with the soldering, then it's just going to work off your GIs. Okay? So basically you feed this behind the plastic and under your playfield. There's a hole directly here. You can also feed it behind the monster head there. And we'll continue this on from the bottom side in just a minute. Alright guys, so now we're under the playfield. The wires are pushed through that hole, which come right through here. I'm going to attach it because the standard attachment is to the GI. There's a GI right here on the GI string. What I did was actually on the negative side, there's no wrap. Positive side there is wrap, so I pulled that back just slightly. I'm going to hook those up, please. That goes there. This goes on the side that is usually protected by that plastic wrap. We'll pull it back just slightly more to make it easier to hook up. And once you hook it up, I actually saw through the corner of my eye it started lighting up on the other side. So let's see if I can get in just a little tighter. That's as tight as she goes. So I'm going to have to adjust this one second. Basically, your positive is here. Your negative is there. Positive, of course, remember, goes to your side with the heat wrap. You just pull that back slightly, attach your red clip and your black clip, and then you're done. So let's go to the top side. Alright, so here we are on the top side. The GI is on, so of course your barn is on. The barn is burning at this point. I'm going to slide it back into place and give you a little frontal view of it. Okay, we're back on the top side. What I've done is I've went ahead and made sure that this is still tight up against the front guard. It's tight on the base. I adjusted the base. These are very flexible, not a problem. You can do whatever you want to with them. I angle it out just slightly from the wall, just a little bit. And you check your glass to make sure you have good clearance there. If you don't, you can always adjust this. But of course, we've got probably a good 3 millimeters or so it's good there. So we're under the glass, we're all done. And I'll give you a full-on front shot. Alright, so there's your front shot. Your barn is burning, the GIs are on. And it'll basically stay that way. When the GIs go off, it'll go off. With the Pros, of course, like I said, it goes on and off with the insert. With the LEs and the Premium, there is going to be shots on the website that shows how to attach that if you choose to try to do that. If you have any questions, just let us know. And thank you very much.